Terra Nova! This is your radio station on Asteroid X57, the rock in the sky! And we're ready to celebrate the fact that none of us are going to die from the asteroid crashing into Terra Nova! We've got a great block lined up for you, featuring Living on the Edge by Aerosmith, Pro Memoriam by Ghost, Ready to Die by Andrew WK, A Voice in the Dark by Blind Guardian, and Fire on High by Electric Light Orchestra. Well, let's start this block off with It's the End of the World as We Know It by REM on X57, you rock in the sky! Hello everyone, welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition Control Run. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist not doing the annoying and stupid shock jock thing. As you guess, we did the Bring Down the Sky DLC. And apparently there's something we forgot to do while we were down. Oops. So let's do that real quick. Because I'm an idiot. That's what I get for spending all that time coming up with an adequately morbid rock block for that radio station on the asteroid to come up with. This is why I should never do dark humor, because it distracts me from literally everything else. And I don't even remember where that facility is anymore. I just know it was somewhere this way. So, excuse the long travel time while I deal with the consequences of my stupidity. Okay, so I have my bearings now, because I know it was around and away from that torch. I'm pretty sure it was near the upper edge of the operation zone. Boy, it sure is nice to not see those rocks on fire. Sure is nice to just be on this and just looking out over... Oh, I spoke too soon. There are still some rocks on fire. There are still some rocks on fire. Well, let's see if we can't actually find those hostages to free so that I don't look like a tit. I'd rather have tits than look like them. Okay, I'm going around in the right direction. can't believe I feel like I just walked right past that at some point.
I can't believe you let Balak go to save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Or the one.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
What's your name, kid? Kendrix Shepard. Name is Spectre Kendrix Shepard.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
There's a million
Thank
things
you,
I haven't
Commander
done.
Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
But just you.
How did
wait.
the asteroid get all the way over here? And why wasn't someone alerted sooner?
The asteroid was scheduled to arrive in a day or two. Balak just sped it up. This rock is full of valuable minerals, but it was too far from Terra Nova to be profitable, so we attached some fusion rockets to it and drove it back. It was all going smoothly until... We'll get everything back to normal soon enough. Almost everything.
What can you tell me about the Batarians? What were they hoping to achieve with all this?
I don't even think they knew. When they first arrived, they were talking about getting us back to their ship. They wanted to sell us as slaves. When Balak showed up, everything changed. It was his idea to redirect the asteroid. Said it was the will of the Batarian rebellion, whatever that is. They followed him quickly enough, but I don't know. I don't think they're all as fanatical as he was.
Well, clearly he read the Turner diaries and they didn't.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of us kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
And this time I actually mean I'm going to get out of your way and not ask 15 dozen questions. Okay, well that's finally taken care of, so I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I have nothing left on that. Okay, cool. That makes me happy, girl. I have quite enough for this last 2 charm points. Alright, well, now that we got that taken care of, relatively quickly. What else are we going to do is the question. Well, we could go to Nevaria or Pharos. Or we could go to the Voyager cluster, go to the Yangtze system, and see about Cerberus. Let's go see about Cerberus. Which, as I recall, it comes from the Greek for spot. So that means Hades named his dog as stereotypically as possible. Ren Shadow. Shadow is a close-orbiting hot Jupiter with traces of sulfur in its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. The disruptive gravity well of the gas giant has prevented any planets from forming nearby. Orbital period half an Earth year, radius 25,957 kilometers, day length 18.1 Earth hours. Benthu. This is a planet we can land on, so it'll be the last place. It'll be the place that we go. Benthu has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide with a permanent haze of toxic chlorine and clouds of sulfur dioxide that periodically drop torrents of acidic rain on its surface. Its crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of calcium. Like most worlds in the Voyager cluster, Benthu has only been charted within the last 20 years by Alliance surveyors. It has no known native ecology. Data about the world is surprisingly brief and generic, painting a picture of an unpleasant and uninteresting place. Orbital period 5 Earth years, radius 5,935 kilometers, day length 53.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.91 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 94 Celsius, doggy, and surface gravity 0.94 standard gravities. Not yet. Alrumtur. Alrumtur is a small, rocky terrestrial planet with a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of light metals with deposits in areas of frozen. I don't even know what they were trying to say there, because the grammatical structure is just not good. With deposits of frozen ammonia. Orbital period 35.2 Earth years, radius 3,718 kilometers, day length 39.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure not to speak of, surface temperature minus 96 centigrade, and surface gravity 0.39 standard gravities. But there is a Prothean data disk. You detected a weak signal coming from the far side of planet Alrumtur. Joke about the Normandy around, and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long-dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a Prothean data disk. Dragir. Dragir is a small, barren rock world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is frigid and mainly composed of silicates with deposits of magnesium, aluminum, and other light metals. Dragir has a weakened magnetic field, making it unsuitable for drive discharge operations. Orbital period 23.7 Earth years, radius 2,843 kilometers, day length 34 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure not really any to speak of, surface temperature negative 96 centigrade, and surface gravity 0.28 standard gravities. And some beryllium. Patajiri. And that's what Yoshihiro Tajiri's kids call him. No, actually, that's what they call him in English anyway. Patajiri has a thin atmosphere of neon chlorine. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silica with deposits of copper. During the long, cold night, the chlorine in the atmosphere falls to the ground in the form of frost. Orbital period 123.6 Earth years, radius 7,304 kilometers, day length 57.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.42 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 118 degrees Celsius, surface gravity 0.99 standard gravities, almost 1, and some thorium. Enough of that shit. Let's go explore a bit. Right. I've been neglecting the boys, so Rex and Garrus. Bonk. Let's see what my boys have unlocked. Sniper rifles for Garrus. The ability to wear medium armor. Advanced shield boost. Assassination. Advanced assassination. And Rex. Advanced carnage. Master shield boost. And that's it. Right. Okay, so there's an anomaly over by that research facility. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go for the debris first, and then we'll head for that research facility. But first, there's something immediately on my radar, and that is some kind of animal. Palladium. Pro-strats, rather. Got a good bit of money off of that. I'm going to see how I am on that. Okay, 4-7 protein data discs. 4 of 10 and 2 of 3. Still 6 of 10. 4 of 13. 10, 5, 9, and 4. Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't been to Hades Gamma yet, have I? So I'm making pretty good progress on those. I haven't completed any of them yet. I'm making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm all about. Bonk. You know, for no ecosystem to speak of, it sure does have plant-like material. And of course, this debris is over close to the edge of the red. Because, you know, they say freak when you're singled out. The red, it filters through. Frick. I'm gonna have to try that again. And I get a layout that works to pro-strats. I keep saying stats instead of strats. I don't know why, but I do. Ooh, that's a pretty view. Get that faint moon over there, just off the horizon. What the heck, while we're on our way, let's go mountain climbing. Why? Commander Shepard is climbing the mountain. Why is she climbing the mountain? To hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain. But we're not going to go so far as to make love to the mountain. After all, who the fuck do you think we are? Kirk? Oh no, ow, that hurt so much. We got here this anomaly. Ooh, I see that there is a pyramid here? I shall ascend to the top of this pyramid. There are a few children's toys and children's card games, and some ragged clothes stopped in the top of this monument, along with the Prothean data disk. Children's toys and pyramid. Wow, that's not creepy in the slightest. Clearly, even the Protheans knew about the greatest of ancient evils. Ancient Egypt! Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. That one's for you, Linkara. Into the building. Let's take a look at our weapons, see if there's anything of note. Tsunami 6. Tsunami 6. Each, please. Katana 6. Nothing better than my current pistol. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch up to the Naginata 5 there. Yeah, that's right. That's not as good as what I got. Better armor for our boy. Can't believe that I never did give that to him. Logic rest tool. Venture 6. Kessler 6. Storm 6. Sundar 6. Alright. Alright. Let's update everything for our boy Rex 2. Give Firestorm. Stiletto 6. Naginata 5. I don't have a better biotic amp, that's fine. And I don't have better armor for him. Well, that's fine. Well, that's not concerning in the slightest. Shot her right in the booty. Shot him right in the ass.
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Shepard.
Well, we're not going to be able to shoot that thing unless the shield comes down, so... Wow, I honestly did not expect to do that in one shot. but I'm not going to complain. Okay then. That reminds me, I need to switch what kind of armor that I've got here on this. Yeah, shredder rounds. Rail extend my pistol. Make it a secondary sniper gun. Don't expect to use my assault rifle, but I might as well deck it out if I'm going to. Alright, out of here. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading. Alright. Map. Map on the map, on the map, on the map, on the map, on the map. Let's go. Off this way to the second facility. Ooh, wait a second. I'm glad I started climbing this mountain, because apparently, somewhere along the way, there are some more minerals for me. I'm all about those minerals. About those minerals, no trouble. Apologies to the Megan Trainor fans out there, of which I am not. Our Delirium Q-36 explosive space modulator! Or just some uranium. Delirium 236 explosive space modulator! There was supposed to be a kaboom! It was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom! Where's the kaboom? Ooh, another level. Another level for turret sniping. Nobody gets anything of import. But I get 4 points to do with whatever the come on. Oh. Advanced first aid. Oh, touch of decryption, touch of damping, touch of intimidation. Because you just never know when you're gonna have to get mad at someone. Into the facilita. Look around, and how lucky we are to be alive right now. That's concerning.
Won't get me next time.
Rostrats. Ooh, better buy out. Better buy out, I can. Strats. Bunch of fun stuff. What is your major malfunction? Couldn't use my pro stats, but I was able to be sneaky. And the good news is that in doing this, I'm getting a lot of fun stuff. Pro strats. We got husks. There was no sign of Kohaku amongst the creeper corpses. He must be at one of the other labs in the area.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
Yeah, I bet it is, Rex, because it's been pretty much just killing things. Two out of 3, not as good. Now, Rex, on the other hand, yeah. That's good. Better in some ways, not so good in others. Alright, well, we got one more facility to go. Who knows what Dougie style horrors will... Wow, I should really think of what I'm going to say before I say it. I guess you could say that in some ways Cerberus has a spotty reputation. I'm not apologizing for that joke. I mean, unless it turns out that I've just said something ridiculously like racist or something like that, then I'll apologize for it. But it just being a pun, I'm not apologizing. Never apologize for puns. Puns are not evil. Wordplay is not evil. It is not one of the lowest forms of comedy. In fact, I would argue that wordplay is actually pretty intelligent. I mean, even though he mostly made his plays for, the common rank and file of his day, part of the reason why Shakespeare is considered to be such high-class entertainment these days, mostly because he did a lot of wordplay and I'm not entirely certain what happened. Would you just piss off already, Cerberus? I swear I'm gonna have to deal with you bastards forever, aren't I? Rex? Buddy? You alright? We good? Or... Okay, so Rex is stuck.
Time to get Kahoku some payback.
You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Shepard, over here. It's Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
I'm gonna be dealing with these bastards. At the rate I'm going, I'm probably gonna be dealing with these bastards even after I'm dead. I swear they're gonna be the death of me. And probably the life of me, too. Well, there's nothing left on this planet. Back up to the Normandy. I think we will head off to Hades Gamma, actually. Take care of that one side quest. If only so we can get the fuck out of here. Serenada. Hello, mother. Hello, father. There they are in Serenada. I need to check. Nephron in the Voyager cluster. Okay, so I didn't quite finish that. Never mind. But the missing survey team is Antaeus. Okay. Well, back to the Voyager cluster, I guess. You notice how these are, how the Voyager cluster, all the systems are named after rivers? Where is it? Where is it that I'm needing to go for this? Nepheron Columbia system. Okay. Yeah, the systems are named after rivers. The planet's not so much as far as I know, but the systems are. Alright, we got Nepheron, Clogia, onto Header, and Gromar. Gromar is a rocky terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of copper with deposits of calcium. Prior to the Alliance's expansion into the Voyager cluster, Gromar hosted one half of a Turian interferometric telescope array. Interferometric. That's a hard word, even for someone used to hard words. Connected with similar telescopes in the Attican Beta cluster with an expensive chain of FTL convoys, the two functioned as a single virtual lens with an effective aperture equal to the hundreds of thousands of light years between them. The Turians used this to chart the terminus systems with great accuracy. Orbital period 11. Not 1100, 115.6 Earth years. Wow. Thank you, Dyscalculia. Radius 4,911 kilometers, daily 30.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.13 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature a frosty minus 218 Celsius, surface gravity 0.28, standard gravities. Found a medallion of the League of One there. Scans of the planet. Gromar revealed a derelict space station in late stages of orbital decay. A small team was able to recover some items of interest, among them a League of One medallion. This asteroid belt. Nope. Check this asteroid belt. Nope. Onto Header. Onto Header is an unusually large ice world with a core of silicate rock and light metals and a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The crust is mainly composed of water ice. Onto Header's ice sheets show obvious signs of large-scale fracturing and refreezing, centered on a massive crater near the South Pole. Recent extranet memes suggest a Prothean ship crashed through the crust of the planet before the collapse of their empire. It might still be recovered from the planetary core. This is purportedly the source of the planet's unusually high mass. Careful mapping of Ontaio's gravity field by orbiting satellites has proved that the planetary core is entirely normal. That's the extranet for you. Orbital period 5.2 Earth years, radius 3,718 kilometers, daily 56.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.06 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature a balmy negative 121 Celsius, and we found some Sumerian. Clogia. Clogia is a hothouse terrestrial world with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and sulfur dioxide. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of gold. The core of Clogia is very hot and tectonically active. Volcanic eruptions are common and outgassing continues to add to the density of the atmosphere. The largest active volcano has a caldera nearly 100 kilometers in diameter, and its basalt floods have covered an area roughly the size of the Earth continent of Australia. Still somehow this dangerous. Apologies to my Australian friends. Orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 7,074 kilometers, daily 47.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 18.33 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 312 degrees Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 standard gravities. And Nepheron. Nepheron is a barren volcanic terrestrial world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium with deposits of magnesium. Aside from displays of geological beauty, including many spectacular volcanoes, this barren world is of little interest. Entries related to Nepheron in the astronomical database are sparse. Orbital period 0.8 Earth years, radius 6,865 kilometers, daily 56.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.73 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 37 degrees Celsius, doesn't seem that bad, surface gravity 0.88 standard gravities. Aiden. Ashley. Who better to take down the dregs of humanity than a couple of humans? And a fairy queen. Alright. Caden's got advanced neural shock, advanced barrier. Ashley has nothing of note. Anomaly, underground facility, and debris. Well, I can always get that anomaly later, so let's head for the debris first. Actually, let's not head for the debris first. Let's head for that mineral first. Oh. Come on, baby. Caldery, Caldera, Caldera, Caldera. Ah, there you are. I just need to get to a good parking spot here. More thorium. There's a dang lot of thorium in this galaxy. I think hydrogen and helium are the most plentiful elements in the Milky Way. Oh boy. They haven't been looking for thorium, apparently. Bounce. Bounce. Alright. Keep on rolling. Ooh, there's something here. I wonder if it's that anomaly that's next to that one spot. Well, I suppose we'll find out, because I am too curious not to look at it. You know, the saying goes, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Yeah. There is a modified slayer. ID tag recovered. The Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsant, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he became in possession of this relic. Got a lot of gold for that. Ah, that's why. That was the last Solarian ID tag. I just need to find 5 more Medallianos. Well, since I'm in the neighborhood, since I see all those lovely and tempting little red dots on my tracker, let's go ahead and cause some mayhem. Wow, made short work of those dots, didn't I? I'll be back for you. I'll be back for you. I'll be back for you. Whee! Bonk. Glad there's no anomalies over in that open plain that was just to my right, because that would have been a very, very good wide open place to put a thresher mob. But seems to be one there, so get this crash probe. Cannot use pro strats unless. Kind of had to get a little sneaky. Alright, let's head right back for that underground facility that we just took out the turrets on. Go a little mountain climbing in the process. You have no idea how much I love riding around in Mako. I mean, I know there's kind of a friendly rivalry and sometimes vitriolic rivalry between that proponents of the Hammerhead from the next game. I like them both. It's just there's a special level of dump involved with some of the things you can do with the Mako that just makes it something else entirely, you know? There's nothing quite like the satisfying feeling of just being a completely nuts dumbass, you know? High explosive grenade. You know what? Yes. Cerberus, we are coming for you. Cannot hide, Cerberus. I will find you. And I will shoot you in the cooch. Or in the ass. Ass is good too. Ah, it's cute how you think you can run. Ah, it's almost cute how you think you can run from me. Emo, we won't stop. Don't stop to get enough. Need to go the other way to get what I need to get, but I'm going to go in here because that means I can steal shit. And stealing shit from a place like Cerberus is never immoral. In fact, if anything, it's probably a moral imperative. So steal from supremacist groups whenever you can. I'll give them this. They're pretty smart. They know how to fight against the pro stats. They're good. But I'm better. Alright, let's go through that other door and get Cerberus out of our hair for, I don't know, 2 years maybe? Gonna wash this band right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash this band right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash this band right out of my hair. Send it on its way. You cautiously press a few buttons. An alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Don't do that without consent, please. Optical database. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped. The computer shuts down. Files are sure to be encrypted, but you got time to crack them. Gonna wash that band right out of my head. I'm gonna wash that band right out of my head. Why am I singing that song? That's from a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. In fact, that's from the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical that I probably actually hate more than I hate Oklahoma. The musical. But also the state. Especially the movie version of South Pacific, because, like, the movie version of South Pacific, for whatever reason, put, like, a blue or a yellow filter over the screen whenever there was a musical. Like, it didn't have that blue or yellow filter at any other time. It was just right when they were doing a song, like Bally High or whatever else. Or Happy Talk. It's just, the screen would just switch to, like, the bluest of blue. Or like, very yellow. And in fact, I remember joking once while watching South Pacific, because it was yellow specifically while supposedly they were on Bally High, that you wouldn't want it to snow on Bally High for that exact reason, because you would not want to get any of that in your mouth. Anyway, we've taken care of Cerberus. For now, I think. So we're going to go ahead and end this part. And next time, I think we'll head on over to Hades Gamma. Until next time, whenever we meet again, I am Titania Bird. Later, y'all. Or my phone could decide to not do.